Now the day we celebrate the man who had a dream.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would have turned 95 years old today. The civil rights icon was celebrated nationwide, including at the MLK Memorial in Washington. That one was led by Dr. King's son. Here in Hampton Roads, an annual event took to the streets of Norfolk. 10 on your side's Nick Broadway was there.
Despite the cold, rainy day, after a presentation at the Addicts Theater, several hundred people from across Hampton Roads walked a few blocks down here to the Martin Luther King Jr. Monument to remember and honor the life of Dr. King.
Glory, rise!
Leading up to the march, a packed house inside the Addicts for the City of Norfolk's annual MLK ceremony. The tones of Elder Ramona Raines and company filling the room, no empty seats to be found.
These Marines are to the Marine Corps as Dr. Martin Luther King is to America.
One of the speakers, Colonel David C. Hyman, spoke about the triumphs of the Montford Point Marines' first black recruits. They endured systematic racial segregation in the Marines while serving in battle throughout the 1900s.
Stood against oppression and injustice, and he stood for the sacred idea that embodies the soul of our nation. We are all created equal.
At least 500 packed the streets in the rain. Many parents passing down the stories of Dr. King to the next generation.
We got little ones, we got kids. We got to make sure they know about what happened, what the progress we've made, how far we've come.
They capped off the day listening to Eric Labatt recite the entire I Have a Dream speech, as many reflect on how it's still relevant today.
It will be hard sometimes. It will be hard, but you have to keep going. And there will be barriers, but you just can't stop. You continue to go. A lot of these guys, the Marines, Martin Luther King, they had barriers, but it didn't stop them.
Nick Broadway, 10 on your side.